The enemy will try you on every level. He will use any and everybody to try to come up against you, because if the enemy can't get to you physically and they know that you are not being tempted with certain things, he will try to come for your mind. That's the biggest thing. He will try to get some of you to backslide into doing bad habits. A lot of people slip back into certain addictions and certain things and hanging out with certain people because they feel like that's what they need. But back in the day, that was their crutch. That's how they got through. Now they're in a place to where they could be going through a time and the enemy wants them to revert back to what they were doing. But the enemy has no new tricks. You have to remember that going forward. You are a conqueror. Greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. God will do exceedingly and abundantly. God will give you the desires of your heart. No weapon that is formed against you shall ever be able to prosper. The Lord is your light and your salvation. Whom shall you fear? The Lord's word will be a lamp up under my feet. He will guide my paths and make my crooked paths straight. Remember these things, declare these things over your life, because God has a promise on your life, on your destiny, and everyone that is connected to you and everyone that comes after you. So you have to make sure you are speaking life. The enemy comes to kill, steal, and to destroy. But God comes to give you life, and the enemy will come like an angel of light. Having that discernment to know if they are coming to bring chaos, but they act like they're coming in a suit of light, they are from the enemy. Trying the spirit. That's why you have to get into a place where you read your word and ask God, give me discernment and discerning of the spirit, to know what spirit that they are operating, to see what's going on behind that. Sometimes you just may know, like, this person just really ain't right. And everyone knows they just really ain't right. And you just like, I can't put my finger on it. That's your discernment. You are discerning that something ain't right with that person. Then discerning of spirits is understanding the spirit that's operating in them. It could be confusion, rejection, Jezebel, whatever. That's what that is. So make sure you are taking the time to ask God for these things, because you're going to need them to be equipped as you go forward. And if you have a bad feeling about people, and a lot of you are getting this, things are coming out. There's a lot more of activity that is going on. If you're feeling some kind of way, like this is going to be for some of you, there's people that you've been around for a long time, and now all of a sudden you're going around them and you're like, man, something. Did you notice when we went over to so-and-so's house, it felt kind of off, or when they was talking, something just seemed weird about them, like the way they were saying, or just how they sounded just sounded a little off. That's God warning you. There has been a shift in the spiritual realm. There has been a shift to where the scales are coming off of people's eyes, and now people can no longer pretend to be something that they are not. They're now choosing a side, and they're going to have to now be who they really are. There's no more hiding, because I did a video before. God is exposing people. So this is the time to where God is going to be exposing people. And you're not going to have to do anything but just watch. And we are to pray for them, but to be careful. If you start seeing these warning signs, you're getting irritated with people, just things start going on, that may be God trying to separate you from the people. And sometimes you keep going through stuff and you're trying to figure it out, like what's happening, what's going on with these people, why are they doing this to me, why is it happening? You're trying to figure it out, but God's trying to give you a revelation. Revelation of what? That's who they really are. All these years, you thought that they were this person in that way. They did this, they did that. But no, God is saying this is who they really were in their hearts. And you never knew. And sometimes you thought, but you didn't want